What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another trading recap. We'll be covering the whole day today, what I took, how much I made, etc. So, let's get started. So, today was my 9th trade of the BNQ challenge, and I made a total of low-key a lot of bread. So, I took this 2-minute short, super cheeky. I'll be going over the analytics of it. And I made 1,500 on all these and about 2 racks on my Apex 100K account. That's for you pocket watchers. Now let's get into the analytics of it. So we had just super crazy displacement regarding Trump and all that shit. I'm not going to cover it on YouTube, obviously, but yeah, super large displacement. We are super overextended, which is why I marked EQ of this range and of this gap, which is why I was more bearish today to target the rebalance of the range and inefficiency, because we also swept these intermediate highs, holding that structure with that 8-hour, as we also got an SMT. Now scaling down to the 2-hour, what do we have? We have this 2-hour PDA or rejection block. Really depends just how you see it. This rejection block, if you marked it out at the 2-hour, would have been the best key level. But yeah, we are respecting this 2-hour, and we just have such slanted liquidity, such low resistance liquidity. Low resistance liquidity always leading to a high time frame draw is always a great sign. So yeah, I was leaning more bearish, narrative-wise, and honestly, conditionally, mechanically, everything is leading very bearish. I want to go over the 15-minute because one of the more important things was I was only going to be bullish. It was very rare that I was going to be bullish with these conditions at that high time frame SMT at the highs. But if we decided to just continue ripping, I would want a decent high time frame gap, or at least a continuation sponsored gap, which would have been this 30-minute from this 4-hour displacement and fill of that 4-hour gap. But it was already mitigated, and there was a data low. So I would have wanted to see that data low get swept, and that was essentially my main condition / confirmation. So depending how price reacted to these areas was what I was gonna like more execute off of. So pre-market, we also just have all this accumulation and data lows intact. So what happens? Market opens, and instantly we rip up and slightly edge this 2-hour gap, which for me, and the rejection block, if you did mark it out, which for me, I did not want to short this with all this these unprotected lows at my highs at my stop loss. It was just unprotected, no really true key level. So yeah, just always a bad sign. Even if there was a key level and we left this unmitigated, I wouldn't want to trade that, just because price has a reason to kick back and stop us out. Now, after that, I wanted to see how price reacted to this condition. So price mitigates this condition and edges this data low. Now, this is a great sign in my opinion. At the time, I was like, okay, this is getting ready for shorts. We have data lows stayed intact. We left lying liquidity plus the LR. Like, this is looking really great. Everything is still intact. So I was waiting for this to get stop hunted and manipulated into, which was also the 930 high. So we sweep 930 high. We get that stop hunt. We manipulate into this rejection block / 2-hour, and then we get that 2-minute inversion. Absolutely so textbook. So textbook structure. Absolutely amazing. Internal low already was like that. I like that 2-hour range. 2-hour range. And yeah, just super nice trade. Only con is that there's not a good key level. In hindsight, this is like a B+ trade. Key levels are super necessary. That's something you never fade, no matter how good the setup is. However, I thought I could get away with trading off of this already mitigated gap. But honestly, I don't really agree with it in hindsight. Everything is perfect, but this, I don't really agree with it. It's more iffy, because the way imbalances form or work is you're filling that inefficiency. Therefore, we should really have no reaction or really anything to signify that we're going to react from it, but we did. And But I didn't mark the rejection block out. I don't know. It's kind of an iffy situation because if you would have marked out the rejection block, we would have gotten that initial short, which was kind of doo-doo, which would have been a break even. But I'm not sure. I think it's good, just not the best. Better key level would have been very nice. The absolute best key level, I think, was this 5-minute gap right here. If you did like take that, cause just the size and mitigation, like the CE of it. But it's also from fucking yesterday, So I don't know. Pick your poison. This is more convictional heavy. I was just super convicted based on the lower time frame narrative aspect of it and just how clear the draw was after edging such a prominent liquidity pool. And yeah, that about settles it. Thank you guys for watching.